to another episode of Generic Commander. This week's episode is for all the moms, because we are playing Moms on Mother's Day. So, I know this isn't coming out until a week after Mother's Day, but that's because we record things when the event happens, not for when they're actually coming out for you guys to watch. I know, it makes no sense, but neither do we.
Yeah, there you
So,
go.
all of our commanders are moms. So, Ham, what mother are you bringing to us?
So, when tasked with coming up with a mom deck, I realized I do have one commander in my rotation in my arsenal that in fact does it's a little bit of a stretch. I'll own it. But Aeve Progenitor Ooze is my cat Peas Blossom has decided to come up and say hello. So Aeve Progenitor Ooze is an ooze, but more so is also the source of all life on their plane. They're actually they are the living embodiment of the primordial ooze that birthed life onto their plane of existence, which I think counts as motherhood, as like the first mother on that unknown plane. I'm willing to claim that. But you'll also notice that the last this is actually a run back. I have played Aeve on the channel before, and it did not perform particularly well. I have upgraded it pretty dramatically, so hopefully it performs better this go around. But the same core nonsense is in place, and that core nonsense also might include Marwyn the Nurturer, who is a real badass mom. So,
Nice.
There we go.
Nice.
So Russ, what are you up to, man?
I am playing Lurrus, Dream Dead, and she's right there with the kid, man. Like it's adorable. Like you got to go with the baby Lurrus. Unfortunately, Lurrus leads me to play just one particular play style: Death and Taxes, baby. Death and Taxes.
Yeah.
Russ playing aristocrats. Who would have thought?
What?
Oh, shock!
It's crazy. I know.
Ma.
It's wild. Freaking wild.
Yo, dog, I heard you like aristocrats.
Also, fun fact for everybody out there, that artwork of Lurrus has the baby in it, but the other artwork, the original one, also has a baby in the background. If you haven't noticed that, go check it out. It is there.
It's right under
twice,
her tail.
Mama.
Well, because mom's in front to protect her babies. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But this version of Lurrus doesn't give a fuck.
She's relaxing. It's Mother's Day.
Yeah, it's Mother's Day. She's just chilling with her baby.
It's her day. She's putting her feet up. Absolutely. Yeah. She's earned a break, okay?
This is true.
And she can bring the baby back from the graveyard. That CMC is lower than 2. It's fine.
Is it baby back ribs?
Well, sometimes.
Sometimes it is.
Okay, the train's gotten derailed. Hey, Jolly. Who's
Hi.
Your motherfucker?
Jesus Christ, Russ. Okay. So my big large flying mama is Piru today. The volatile. This is Crosis's mama. Crosis's mama. This is the mother of Crosis, is how I should say it. And Crosis is a bad dragon, and you know that we like bad dragon here.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag not sponsored, but I could be. Look, I got so much room over here with my Santa Claus stuff. If you send me like a red and green one, I'll 100% just let that thing flex out there
in the background.
It'll just be chilling, and I'll move it ever so slightly so people will think that I use it. I won't though.
Sure you will.
Anyway, so here's the volatile. Crosis' mom. This is
very good
also a run. Yes. It's also a run back. I played this deck not that long ago. It didn't do well. I'm hoping this time it does do well. And we'll see what happens. Jarvis, tell me about your mother.
So I've decided that I'm playing Tamiyo, Inquisitive Student. So as we all learned from Neon Dynasty, Tamiyo has adopted many children. And now she still didn't get over her death when it came to Duskmourn, which is the only reason why he went and invaded Duskmourn with everyone else. But Tamiyo, I want to draw cards. That's it. I'm drawing cards.
I respect it. About as far as I can throw it.
Well, she's a 0/3, so you can throw it pretty far.
Yeah.
Woo!
But
Also,
it's digital, so you can't actually throw it anywhere.
Although throwing cards like Gambit style is actually crazy hard. Have you guys ever tried doing that? It's
yes,
not easy. Actually, like catching, giving them lift, and actually have them like travel straight. It's very difficult.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna kick us off.
Do it.
I'm gonna pay 2 life right away for this breeding pool
Nice.
because it is important to me to go and get a turn 1 commander out. Because Tamiyo only costs 1 blue mana, and whenever she attacks, I get to create a clue. But she's a 0/3, so she's not dealing commander damage when she attacks. But that is it for me.
All right.
I will say-
drawing a card.
I did almost build this as a Voltron deck.
As a
until I
Voltron deck, that would
realized-
have been cool.
Well, until I realized that it's not a May ability for her transform.
Oh, you're right.
Oh yeah.
She'd have to flip.
All right. So turn 1 forest, tap, pick your poison. No, I'm kidding. But man, that'd be funny. And I'm gonna go ahead and just forest and pass.
All right. I'm a draw it.
Yeah, each player sacrifices a creature with flying. I think that'd be funny.
That would be funny.
I'm a play swim.
No.
And then pass my turn.
Untap upkeep. Wahoo! I'm gonna play this Arid Mesa. I'm a sap and tack it, throw it in the garbage to go get a Savai Triome, and then my turn will be more done than anything has ever been. Let me see.
On this turn, I am going to play a Murragana Raceway. We got speed, baby. Is there
Whoa!
Zoom, zoom.
Jump, jump.
Start my engines. Chaya.
You would.
Right there.
And get his ass.
And then we're cut for 2. For
Got him.
a... Where did he go? Ominous Seas.
Ooh. All right.
So Ominous Seas is whenever you draw a card, put a 4 shadow counter on it. And when you have 8 4 shadow counters, you are able to remove them to make an 8/8 Kraken.
Nice.
I'm then going to go to my combats.
Kraken kills.
Mhm.
And I'm going to swing at him for 0.
You son of a bitch! How dare you?
And when I swing at him, I get to make a clue.
You will rue
What was
this
the
day.
thing? I liked the anime grunt at the end of that.
But
Ooh.
How dare you?
Uh,
At the
That-
end, that made it anime.
that
Oh,
is
got
it for me.
All right. I'm not gonna lie. If I had a fog in my hand, I would totally have fired it there just for the joke. I would
That
have.
would have been very
Not
good.
above this.
Not gonna lie,
okay.
I did put 2 fogs in my deck.
There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah, I've got fog in here. Yeah, like OG fog. I'm gonna drop a Foresta, and another classic that I'm rocking that I'm gonna show off here is Rampant Growth. Search library for a basic
Hey.
land, put that onto the battlefield tapped and shuffle, and it's gonna be a forest. And that's all I got.
Now, just so y'all know, Ham did play a Snow Art Bloomborough land. It's the
did.
rarest cycle of the Bloomborough season base.
So I was
good
gonna say
job, Ham.
it kind of looked like it was upside. It kind of looks like an upside down Modern Horizons island.
Yeah, but
on
you say that
Celtic.
about everything.
Kind of.
Excuse me. I'm going to play a swamp for turn. I'm going to tap 2 and play a casual Dothy Voidwalker. Nothing to see here.
Son of a bitch.
Neat.
This is actually fun this time. I feel like nobody's doing graveyard stuff.
Miraculously, I'm not, but
My commander literally brings a instant or sorcery back from the graveyard to my hand.
No, it doesn't.
Backside.
So,
it
for
could,
everybody
but
to
no,
know,
it will not. That's, yeah.
it will
No, it will
absolutely not. Can be blocked or only blocked by creatures with shadow. If a card would be put into an opponent's graveyard anywhere, I exile it with a counter on it, and I can sacrifice Dothy Voidwalker to play one of the exiled cards without paying the mana cost, and then I pass my turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
I will
What a
say
beauty.
I do not have that many instants and sorceries in here for what you would think a Tamiyo deck would.
Okay.
I'm
feel
going to
like
play a
yeah.
Vault of Champions, and then I'm going to pass the turn.
I'm actually, for some reason, I don't know why, I'm playing 26 creatures.
Really?
Yeah,
You're going for Big Beach for
Interesting.
some reason.
fuck me. I just drew a
Jesus.
creature that would be awesome to play if Ham didn't play the Dothy Voidwalker.
I
Well,
did.
it's a
this.
good thing
So you're
you
good.
didn't play the Dothy Voidwalker.
Oh, no,
Russ
yeah.
did.
Oh, that Russ, if Russ didn't play the Dothy Voidwalker, and I
Yeah, I will.
tried.
You will never see me play Dothy Voidwalker, mostly for financial reasons, but also out of principle. I refuse to spend money on that card, therefore you'll never see me play it. No.
The only reason I've spent money on it is the sealed product that I purchased to.
It was
Oh, and dude, it's a phenomenal card. Like you should run it. Like but I love my graveyards, and therefore,
it wasn't a
Yeah.
precon recently.
yeah.
This is true.
I've almost taken Bojuka Bug out of decks too, just out of principle. But yeah.
Do I play this
really
and lose
fun.
it forever, or do I wait to see if Dothy gets removed?
I'm not gonna remove Dothy.
I'm not gonna remove squat, dude.
Oh, before I do anything else, I have to add a counter here.
There you go.
Yeah, but I shouldn't have this kind of thought. Okay, before I think anymore, I want to go and swing for 0 in the air.
How?
I,
How
I,
dare you?
I'm spreading that
You-
0 damage around to get a second clue.
There you go.
I was hoping that this would make it that I would have an idea of what I wanted to do. Not the case. I think I have to go and move ahead. So I'm going to play this forest as my land for turn. I'm going to tap for 3. And Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath.
Oh, a row.
The reason
You
why
mean a
this
sorcery
hurts,
speed growth spiral? Yep.
yeah, I have to sacrifice it because it didn't escape. But I gain 3 life. I draw a card that I can put a land card from my hand onto the battlefield. So this will go and get over into the Stothy zone here. I will draw a card.
But notably, it's in exile, and Russ could sacrifice the Dothy Voidwalker to cast it, in which time it would go back to your graveyard. So,
Yes.
yeah.
I'll gain 3 life, and I didn't hit another card to draw, so I'm going to play this Mistrise Village as my land for turn. Because the Mistrise
There you
Village
go.
requires me to either have a... Oh, no, it comes in untapped. It's a mountain or a forest. Chew. Oh, I didn't want to untap everything.
Wow.
Do. So I'll have a 1 blue open, and this gets an additional counter. And I will pass the turn.
Who? Untapping, upkeeping?
Who knows? Maybe Russ is like, I really need to ramp. I want to play that Uro.
I do kind of need to ramp.
So you're telling me there's a chance. Right. I'm gonna go ahead and pay 3 for Sutina. Speaker of the Tajuru, I have played this deck like 3 times. Every single time I've drawn this card. 2 for 3. Whenever they enter, search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tap, then shuffle, and whenever they attack, I may return a land to its owner's return a land I control to its owner's hand, and when I do, I put a +1/+1 counter on a creature. So that's gonna be another Foresta. Because I like a turn 2 rampant growth into a turn 3 like quasi rampant growth.
We're ramping.
On a 2/2 body this time, because we be rampant. Because my commander has Storm Dog on it, so I need a lot of mana available. The whole thing. Whoop. And I think that'll be it for me. So, Russ, take it away, good sir.
Alrighty, we're gonna
Nice,
tippity
nice.
tap. We're gonna tippity tap. Upkeep, draw. Oh, thank goodness. I'm gonna play Plans for turn. And then we're going to do a thing. Hang on, what am I doing? Not doing
thing.
nothing.
Your very
Let's-
best.
Like no one ever was. Wait.
Exactly. I want to collect them all. I'm gonna play Zulaport Cutthroat. It's a 1/1. Whenever it or another creature I control dies, each opponent loses 1 life, and I gain 1 life. And then I'm
clan.
going to move to combat, and I'm going to swing 3 in Jarvis's face.
Pourquoi?
Yeah, that's another thing. I want to leave the Voidwalker because Jarvis will never be able to block it if it swings at Tamiyo. Right? So I want to have something that can get rid of the Planeswalker. Because I can't.
That's actually, yeah.
It's actually a really good point.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to pass the turn.
Yeehaw! Okay, sweet, sweet baby. We'll play an exotic orchard and pass the turn.
Okay.
Simple, effective, clean.
I
dig it.
I want to play Yavimaya Cradle of Growth as my land for turn.
My forests!
I'm then going to What am I gonna play?
You fool! I have all forests in play now. Ha ha!
You what?
You have activated my trap card. Ha
Ah ha ha!
ha.
I want to do another one of these swing and then make up my mind on what I'm doing. I want to swing Tamiyo this time at Jolly.
Ah, shit in a piss blanket. Okay, I take 0.
Okay, I think I'm gonna tap for 2 and sacrifice a token.
Nice.
Draw a card. Counter.
Counter on the seas.
What do you do?
Asks the man of the cards he put into his own deck.
Don't question me. I'm gonna sacrifice another clue
Yep.
and draw a card. This is now gonna
Sick.
go and flip over.
Well,
Tamiyo.
there's a trigger on the stack.
Are you gonna go and remove my Tamiyo?
Nah, it resolves. I ain't gonna.
Okay.
There was a window.
So Tamiyo now has the ability that until end of my next turn, whenever a creature attacks me or a planeswalker I control, gets -1, -0 until next turn. The -3 doesn't matter, and the -7 doesn't matter. But I just wanted to say that I flipped my commander at least once. I owe
There you
+2.
go.
And I have 7 cards in hand, and I want to pass the turn.
Alrighty, Roo.
Sick
What's
North.
happening? Upkeeping. We're keeping up, baby. And we're drawing.
Rory.
Bam. Forista. I have access to 6 monies.
Man, you're
Pay
so
2.
rich. 6 monies.
6 monies. Yeah. Pay 2 for a Herald of the Pantheon. This is a 2/2 for 2. It is a Centaur Shaman. Enchantment spells I cast cost 1 less to cast, and whenever I cast an enchantment spell, I gain 1 life. Yay.
Nice.
I think that's neat. I'm then going to go ahead and... Wait, no, not pay 2. I'm only going to pay 1. For a Cryptolith right. Now creatures I control have tapped to add 1 mana of any color to my mana pools. And I gain life. Haha, I'm at 41. I'm winning. Whee. Yeah. So a Cryptolith right. That's neat, I think. And I now have access to 1, 2, 3, 4 monies, which is not quite enough to cast my commander. Which makes me a little sad. So, I think I need to go to combats. And Zulaport is a 1/1, correct?
It is a 1/1, correct.
Excellent. Hey, Russ, I'm going to send Sutina your way. There's a trigger on the stack. I'm going to choose not to return a land to my hand. So you got a 2/2 Elf Scout coming at you. Coming at you.
Ow. I take 2.
Ha!
Got him.
And then I shall pass the shiz.
You got me.
Yeah, buddy. Whee!
All right. On tippity tap. Upkeep draw. All right. We're going to play a swamp for turn.
Hell yeah.
It's not really that effective. So
It's
we're
super
going
effective.
to just... No, it was not super effective, and that's what makes me sad. So I'm just going to move to combat, and I'm going to swing 3 at Jolly.
Aw.
Womp womp. Oh, I just thought of this. Cam, don't forget your rampant growth is exiled underneath Dothi, right? No, you did
No,
that
it's
on your
not.
turn.
No, you did that.
The
Yeah,
turn
never mind.
before.
Okay. I just
take 3.
Then I pass.
Man, Jolly, it doesn't seem like you're doing shit.
What are you talking about?
You're playing Mardu control over there.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna
Lane pass.
let's see. Yeah, we're gonna do mountain. Pass.
Yeah, Mardu Drago. That's interesting. Okay.
Next turn, draw. Huh.
Honestly, it is slightly scary. Like I don't know exactly what's going on, but I have a feeling I'm not gonna like it.
That'll work.
For 1
Okay.
and a
I
blue,
mean, I am,
I'm gonna
but
play Emrakul's Messenger.
Yeah.
Has Devoid and Flying, and whenever I draw my second card each turn, I get to create a 0/1 Eldrazi spawn.
Hmm.
But they
Then
won't.
for I want to draw a card, but I mathed. Well,
yeah, you do. You love drawing cards.
I want
your
to
favorite
draw
thing.
I want to draw a card with this. Boop. Draw. Yo. Lands.
2 lands are tight.
I like lands about as far as I can throw them.
Eldrazi spawn.
Well, if they're sleeved, they actually fly a little bit further because they've got some weight.
I don't know if you saw
that.
how I threw it, but it hit over here and then just immediately came back. So I don't like lands at all. I could not throw it very far.
I want
Based on the way I draw, you think I would hate lands, but
I want
yeah.
a +2 Tamiyo.
2.
This pisses me off. I
You
missed
can't
my land.
just pay 2 mana. You're right. You got your Saki token. Cast an Explore. Get your
My
land drop. Draw your last card. And make an 8/8.
The problem is the cheapest thing I have in my hand is 3 mana. And I was hoping that I would hit a land drop because if you include the MDFCs, I play in a total of 40 lands in the deck.
Hmm.
So it's
And
not unreasonable to assume that
I did not hit a
you
land
might.
drop.
That sucks.
Oof.
So I do have to move to cleanup step. And in cleanup step, I want to exile a Gadwick the Wizened to the Dothy zone.
Ooh, what does Gadwick do?
I'm yours.
It's not good for you.
When you
Gadwick,
free cast it,
wizard.
it's basically just a 3/3 wizard.
Yeah, because you're not playing blue, it doesn't do anything for you.
You might have a Painter's
Because-
Servant in there.
Because what it
That's what
is,
you drop.
it's X and 3 blue, and when the X is how many cards you draw when you cast it. But then whenever you cast a blue spell, you get to tap a target non-land permanent an opponent controls. So it's not good. It's not good in your deck because
Yeah.
you're not playing blue.
Yeah, it's a cool card, but it's also a perfectly fine one to hand you right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Tight.
Understood.
So am I clear to proceed?
Yep, you're all good.
Excellent. We're untapping. We're
That was
upkeeping. We're keeping
frustrating.
up, baby. I'm gonna play a Foresta as my life return, and this turn I'm gonna get a little storm counter going. So
There we go.
I'm gonna pay 1, cast my first spell, which is gonna be an abundant growth on this land. When it enters, I draw a card. Enchanted land has tap. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. It's a single mana. Oh, and I gain 1 life off of Herald. But I paid 1 and drew a card. And where my storm player's at, you know how good that is. But when you draw that particular card, it is not as great. Especially on this board, actually. Okay, I have a card in my hand that I think is actually kind of a like low-key badass tech, given how common it is to have people just rock out with mana rocks in Commander. But this board is not hospitable for it. So I have a dead card and I only have three cards in hand, which is not a great spot to be in. One of which is absolutely dead right now. And if you can think you know what I'm talking about, leave it in the comments below, and I'll make sure that it's in known before it's all said and done.
Am I allowed to guess right now?
Absolutely.
Is it Viridian Revel?
Great guess, but no.
Ah, dang.
All right. You'd see way worse than that. All right.
Way worse. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
All right. So yeah, I've cast 1 spell this turn. Neat. And I do have the mana to rock out Aeve and get 2 oozes.
Oozes.
Not gonna lie, it's super lame, but at the same time, it's the best I can do. So here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and cast my commander, Aeve, the progenitor ooze, which has
Yeah.
Storm. So, upon their there's one copy that's gonna hit the stack and enter first, and it gets 1/1 for each ooze I control, which is just, or for each other ooze, which right now is none, but this one's non-legendary. And then the main one's gonna come in and get a 1/1 counter on it for each other ooze I control. So I have a 2/2 and a 3/3 that I spent 5 mana and a card for. Yay!
5 mana for 5 power across 2 bodies. That's not terrible.
That's not bad.
It could be so much better. Oh my god.
Yeah,
That's
that's true.
This isn't terrible by like 2015 standards. By
Yeah.
2025 standards, this is ass. Like this. All right.
Yeah, Jarvis already showed us a 3 mana 6/6 with 2 upsides.
Exactly. All right.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Well, Russ will show us later.
Maybe.
I'm not worried.
All right. So I could be attacking
Crack-a-lackin'.
Crack-a-lagging. I feel like I should, because like if I'm not doing that, what am I doing? So if I
Passing the
spend
turn?
anything Jarvis's way, they'd be 1 power duders.
They just get a little bit weaker.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit
Just a
weaker
little
when they're
bit of
attacking
some
Jarvis.
stuff and junk. All right. Well, Tamiyo is a 1-mana planeswalker that has a game-defining / breaking ultimate, so I feel like I should respect that.
Respect her authority.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna go to combat, and I'm gonna send Sutina at Tamiyo.
No blocks.
Now, do I do the trigger and give them a counter? It would involve me picking up a land, which I'm not super keen on. Actually, you know what? I've got the Cryptolith, right? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna pick the land up and put a single plus a counter onto Sutina.
Oh,
And I'm gonna make it a big ominous one because I think that's funny. Boom. All right.
So
That's gonna be 2 damage.
So go down to 4.
yeah.
And then I shall pass that shiz.
You remind me of a West Side Story. Growing up in Spanish Harlem. Yeah, you're living a life just like a movie star.
Oh, Maria,
Satina.
See, I like the older one though. Sutina, I just met a land drop named Sutina.
And suddenly the name will never
A
be the same for
tritone.
me.
Yeah. All my music theory nerds out there, I see you. Yeah.
You got a tritone before bitone. That's what I always say.
Yeah. Fun fact: that's actually that has been known as the devil's chord because it's just it's believed to sound like absolute ass and everyone hates it.
I'm gonna go ahead and play a Gravelighter. It's a 2/2 with flying. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card if a creature died this turn. Otherwise, each player sacrifices a creature.
Tight.
Everybody's got to sacrifice a creature.
I don't love that for me. You know what though? I'm gonna use this opportunity to reload my commander. Whoop. All right.
Wow.
Hey.
Yeah.
And I'm going to sacrifice Gravelighter to itself.
I sacrifice my spawn.
So nothing really goes to the Dothy zone except for Gravelighter, actually.
No, Gravelighter doesn't go to Dothy zone. That's only
Yeah,
opponents.
Dothy only does opponents.
Oh, only does opponents? Alright, so nothing goes to the Dothy zone. Does
each take
trigger
3
Zula
from
port.
Zula.
Yep.
Or no, it's only creatures you control.
Just,
Never mind.
Just creatures I control, so each opponent loses 1 on a game 1.
Hell yeah.
So 1, haha. Alright. I got 2 mana left. What am I going to do with that 2 mana?
Top liver.
Be sad. It could be 3 if you sacrifice Dothy and cast my Uro.
That's true.
Actually.
Going to open up graveyards and hand your opponent an Uro. I mean, that's an option.
Yeah.
I honestly don't understand having graveyard shut off in an aristocrat deck.
Well, he's
Well, it's
not-
asymmetrical. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll go into combat. Let's see. Jarvis has a 2-1, but I
Like-
did -1, or is it -2, -1?
-1,
Minus one,
-0.
-0.
-1.
and he can't block your Dothy. So if you
Yeah,
just swung
so-
it at
Alright.
But you
whatever her
can't.
name is,
But if you swing it, then you can't sacrifice it to cast arrow.
I'm not going
That's
to
true,
do
he does-
that. I am going to, however, swing it at Tamiyo.
Okay, Tammy will go down to 3.
go down to 2.
Go down to 2.
Oh yeah, it's a 2 because Doth is a 3-2. How come I wanted to say it was a 2-1?
Why is
'Cause you
Dothy
like being-
overstated on top of everything else?
Um,
Dumb.
And then
Because
I'm
he
going
has
to
So
go ahead
shadow.
dumb.
and pass it to turn.
Because
On
he has
top of-
shadow.
draw.
He can't block.
That's true.
Yeah, because Shadow's a downside. Totally.
We're gonna play planes.
Oh.
That Grave Blader actually hurt me more than you even know.
Well, I mean, you missed a land drop and it cut off a mana source. So I mean,
No. I wanted to be able to attack with it next turn for a card I had in hand,
mm.
and now it doesn't work the way I want it to.
I pass.
Dude, Jolly.
Yeah, what's
What up?
what's your game, man? Like, what are you up
Huh?
to over there?
Oh, that was supposed to be next turn, not draw. So let me put that back on top of
Just
my
chilling.
library.
Just hanging
Put
out. Jay
next
chilling
turn.
in the
Here we
cut.
go.
But I know,
Uh,
I understand that you're presently just chilling. I also know that usually is that
Land for
precedes.
turn is a
nonsense, and
fountain
I'm just-
port.
But I also know with you it's gonna be fun nonsense, not just like a million board wipes and call it a day.
I want to pay.
Well, I do really like board games. My commander is.
But you're gonna pull some really goofy ass, like you're gonna pull some goofy ass obscure ones, and it's gonna be hilarious.
maybe.
I upticked Tamiyo.
Very good.
Also, there's an argument that the most beautiful phrase in the English language is cellar door. I disagree. I think it's in response route. That's
That's really funny.
just saying.
I don't have a way to draw another card this turn. That's unfortunate.
Quit ticking up your Tamiyo. Let us destroy it so that you can start investigating. It hasn't done anything for you.
No.
I think it's only been worse since you flipped it.
no.
Kinda, yeah. It's not been doing you any favors.
If you didn't die it next turn, it could. If you guys didn't attack it next turn, it could have ultimated, and I could have had half my library in my hand.
That is 100% why we attacked it.
I don't understand. I have 6 mana available to me, and everything I want to do is 7 mana total. So let's.
I also
can-
find myself wanting to just bitch and moan about the power level of Modern Horizons cards while I'm rocking a Modern Horizons commander.
Oh, you know what? Actually, so am I. Right? And then we have notable underpowered person.
Yeah,
we're
we're rocking the cards from Modern Horizons that people open. We're like, God damn it, it's this one again. Yeah.
You know
And
what?
Jarvis and Russ are playing the actual good cards from it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they make
want-
good mamas.
I'm going to
they
show
do make
you.
good mamas. It's true.
I want to show you the card that I wanted to go and cast that made me sad when Russ played Graveblader. 20 Toad.
What the hell is
Your
this
maximum hand size is 20. Whenever you
Okay.
attack with 2 or more creatures, it gets a +1/+1 counter, and you draw a card.
Hmm.
And whenever it attacks, you win the game if there are 20 or more counters on it, or you have 20 or more cards in hand.
thing? Ah,
So
there you
if
go.
Russ didn't play Graveladder, I could have attacked with the Spawn and my Messenger, and got a +1/+1 counter on my Toad and drew a card,
Pretty good.
which would have given me another Spawn. But no, Russ had to go and do the thing. And Russ, for doing the thing, 2 in the air.
I will take 2.
I
And
feel like
my
that's fair.
my speed will finally go up.
There you go.
You will
And
rue
I'll
the
pass the
day, I
turn.
tell you. Rue the day.
You shall rue this day.
Rue
All
it.
right. Gonna play a land for the turn.
Man, this week when I wanted you guys to play Howling Mines,
No.
I almost did. I had it in here and I took it out.
I
I
have
was,
one in
I,
here.
I was gonna go group slug with like Orcish Bowmasters and Howling Mine and like that kind of fun stuff. But I'm like, nah.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna pay a 6. I'm gonna pay 6 for a Collective Unconscious, because classic green card draw. Draw a card for each creature I control, which right now is 3. So
There
I'm
you
gonna pay
go.
6 mana to draw 3 cards in
Nice.
green with a card from Mercadian
And
Masks. You know, the best set. So
I do
you
love
know.
Mercadian Masks.
Yeah, yeah. 2 and 3. And my storm count is now 1 of note. I'm gonna pretend like that matters. And I'm actually gonna look at my hand and be pretty damn sad. Boo a hoo. Oh, and that Collective Unconscious is in the Dothy pile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a thing. It's a casual 6 drop.
What does that do
6 drop
again?
sorcery. Draw a card for each creature you control. So you could sacrifice your Dothy to draw a card. I
There
mean,
you
that
go.
sounds worth it to me.
What
Absolutely.
if you sacrifice it for Earl, you draw a card, gain 3 life, and get another land drop.
Alternately,
I would
when
prefer the Collective Unconscious because I think it's funnier. But you know, hey, to each their own.
Or at least their own.
Mm-hmm.
Swing at Jarvis. Get
I
that
got a
Tamiyo out of
3/3
here.
and a power reduction. So
I got a 3/3 and a blocker that hasn't materialized yet.
yeah,
Make him
there's
have
an
it.
8/8 on deck. Yeah.
Let it happen though. It'll be good. I need there to be that 8/8.
Now here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go to the combats.
Oh no.
Yeah. And I'm gonna send the Herald of the Pantheon and Sutina at Russ. And I'm gonna send this 2/2 Aeve token at Jolly because I want to see what happens.
The 2/2 at me.
And the trigger on Sutina will happen. I will choose not to bounce a land.
I will take
Just
how
the
much?
2/2 ooze.
4?
If you take everything, it's 5.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I take it to damage.
Okay.
What is it? 2?
2.
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right. And then in my post combat main phase, I will flick my cards and pass the turn. All right.
Nice. Activity set.
Appropriate to kind of channel my inner Kibler for a second. Just
Draw.
get that card flick. My card flicks are nowhere near as clean, but yeah.
Neither's my gameplay.
Yeah, same. Yeah. Yeah. Kibler would have 9 oozes already with the same hand. I don't know how, but yeah.
Play a swamp per turn.
Nice.
Black.
Also would have a better deck.
White.
But, yeah, would not be playing this deck.
Black. I'm gonna play Lurrus.
Lurrus.
Yep.
I think I know. Oh wait, no, you can't cast that one thing, can it?
Yes, you
No.
can.
Which one?
Oh, it's 2 or less. No, I can't cast a Grave Letter, but I'm
Yeah.
not going to.
But what he can do is he can sacrifice Dothy.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not
and
going
then
to sacrifice Dothy.
Cast something from underneath Dothy, recast Dothy, and still have access to everything that was underneath Dothy. Because it's a shadow counter.
It's true.
that's not bad.
I'm sorry, what was this again?
So
A really clean
Dothy,
line that you could do if you wish.
Dothy puts shadow counters on things,
Right.
and any Dothy could get anything that has a shadow counter on it. So you could sacrifice Dothy to cast one of the spells underneath it, and then use Lurrus to recast Dothy and still have access to everything that's underneath Dothy.
That
Other than the
sounds
spell
really
you had already
funny.
cast.
That sounds really funny.
It's also just a clean line. Like just a good
It
choice.
is really clean. You know what, buddy? I'm gonna go ahead and take your suggestion there. So I'm gonna go ahead and sacrifice
Thanks, bud.
Dothy for the Collective Unconscious.
Draw 3.
Okay.
Nice.
No, draw 2.
Well, it's gonna
Draw
be
2.
2 because It's gonna check upon
yeah.
resolution. Dothy's gone.
Right.
And we will all lose one. And
Everybody loses one, I gain one. And
If
then
you-
I'm going to pay 2. Black.
Collective unconscious goes to your graveyard, right, Ham?
yes, it
Oh,
does.
would, wouldn't it?
Yes, it does.
Yay! I'm running regrowth effects. That's handy. Thank you.
And I
Very
bring
good.
Dorothy back.
Hell yeah, brother.
Son of a bitch.
And then I pass my turn.
Turtle's not even good right now. I still just
Draw.
want it though.
Oh, that's cute. I like this. What do we do with it though? I'm gonna
The thing?
play I don't have a thing. City of Brass. Pass the turn.
What are you doing?
You know, there's gonna be a standard legal quasi City of Brass soon. That got spoiled over the weekend.
I did see that.
Yeah, starting town from Final Fantasy.
I am going to remove.
If it's
all
your
the
first three,
counters.
if it's within the first 3 turns, it's straight up City of Brass, 1-for-1. Except its type land is town. Yeah.
I'm removing that counter, and I want to make a Kraken. I want to unleash the Kraken.
You should.
You
You
ought.
can lick my Kraken. What?
Jesus.
Wait, what? Next turn. Yo, that's a card. Okay. For 1 and a blue, I want to play Prof's Eidetic Memory. When it enters the battlefield, I draw a card. Oh, this needs a counter on it.
There you go.
Add a counter. Add a counter. Because I'll draw a card for Prof's Eidetic Memory. This is the second card I'm drawing, so I'll get to go and make an Emrakul's Messenger token. Oop. Now I'm cooking with gas. Then I want to pay 4 for a toothy imaginary friend.
Yeah.
Oh, and Prof also, I have no maximum hand size now, and at the beginning of combat my turn, if I've drawn more than 1 this turn, I put X +1/+1 counters on target creature I control, where X is the number of cards I've drawn this turn, -1.
Very good.
Then I will go and play this Hinterland Harbor as my land for turn.
Noise.
I'm going to move to combat.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to swing for 2 in the air at Jolly.
Well, hold on. You get to put 2 counters on a thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, 1 counter because I've only drawn 1 extra card.
Oh, okay.
I'll put the counter on this. So it's actually going to be 3 in the air at you, Jolly.
Okay.
And then I'm going to swing with the 20-toed Toad at Ham and the 8/8 Kraken at Russ. The 20-toed Toad will get a counter and become a 4/4, and I'll get to draw a card. So it's 8 at Russ, 4 at Ham, 3 at Jolly. Oh, and because I drew a card, I get to put a counter on Toothy.
Yeah, I have no blocks, no actions.
I will block with the Zulaport Cutthroat.
Okay.
Okay, before damage,
Okay.
I'm going to pay 3. I'm going to cast Spiritualize on the Zulaport Cutthroat. Until in a turn, whenever target creature deals damage, I gain that much life. And then I'm going to pay... Oh, and I get to draw a card. So weehaw. Very good. And then I'm going to pay 3, taking 1 for City of Brass. And I'm going to cast an Arc Bond, targeting the Zulaport Cutthroat. So whenever the Zulaport Cutthroat takes damage this turn, it deals that much damage to each creature and each player.
I love this so much.
That's funny.
I finally do the thing.
Me too.
A thing was done, yes. Okay. Quick question: how many
Yeah.
spells were cast so far?
I
So you got
cast
2, Jolly.
one,
Yeah, I
Jarvis.
cast 2,
2. I cast 2.
so
So
4 so far.
Storm counts 4 so far. Okay, cool. I'm asking for reasons. Don't worry about it. I don't have
Has every-
any. Oh wait, no, never mind. It doesn't matter. Yeah, you're good.
I've got no responses.
I want to watch this happen. Let's freaking go.
Sick.
I don't.
All right, cool.
That tracks.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, the damage happens. Then we got a trigger on the stack. Zulaport Cutthroat is going to deal 8 damage to every creature and to every player.
Yeah, so how it works is anything that dies now does go to the Dothy zone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
these, will go.
Dothy
These
season
are in
go.
the Dothy zone too. Hold on.
Yep.
Count how many creatures you all had.
I have
3.
3, 4, 5.
I had
You
3.
have 5. And
And I will draw 1 card because Toothy had 1+1+1 counter.
so 3. You said you had 5, Jarvis?
Yes.
Okay, so 5. Ham had 3. And then Russ has 2 that weren't Zulaport. So that is 10. So from creatures alone, I gain 80 life. So that puts me at 108. And then you each take 8 as well as me. But then I gain life for each of that 8 as well. So that gives me 8, 16, 24, 36. So that puts me at 136.
And then there's also one Zulaport, or no, 2 Zulaport pings off of Lurrus and the Dothy.
Yeah. So bam, bam.
So, what did
I want
Ham
to
have die?
uptick.
Do what?
What did
I want
Ham
to
have
uptick
die?
Tamiyo and go to 6.
Honestly, they're not great. Sutina, Speaker of the Tajuru. It's like a quasi wood elf kind of thing. And then Herald of the Pantheon.
There you
So
go.
but you and Ham, you still took your damage from the 20 toad
Yes.
toad. Okay.
I did.
So I will go up to 3 when it comes to my speed.
There you go.
Well, it didn't matter if I did it because he still made up.
Yeah,
my
we lost
opponent
life
was like,
regardless.
well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Run your arc bonds, kids. Right? Run your arc bonds. I did a
Clearly.
board wipe on somebody else's turn for 3 mana.
Seems good.
Someone else's chump block was my board wipe.
Oh shit. And Jarvis, you're good?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and untap. I'll keep draw. Yeah, and I get to be the one who opens up from here. Let's go. All right.
Let's do it.
Man, I would like to. I'm gonna play a land, and then look at my hand and be all like, "What the hell?"
Oh, I thought you were asking us for storm count because you were planning on casting something.
Well, I had something in my hand, but I realized I didn't have enough mana for it.
Okay.
So yeah, no, I was. That is why I asked. But yep. His hand 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Honestly, I think I just have to pass.
That's disconcerting.
Yes.
Untap.
I got to be
Oh, okay,
Yuna
hold
in that Final Fantasy sketch. Guys, I just have to pass. Yeah. It's turn
Okay,
5. You have 5
okay.
lane. How do you not have anything?
And draw.
Sorry, that still fucking kills me. Follow Jolly on TikTok, everybody. Anyway.
I like it.
You
I
should.
like following Jolly on TikTok, and you
I don't.
will
I don't
too.
like. I don't like spending time on TikTok, but I like seeing your TikToks. So yeah.
No,
I
that's
gotta
true.
update my
I'm
tag.
just saying. I'm just saying.
So I'm playing a Priest of Felrights. It's
No?
2/2 tap to pay 3 life, sacrifice Priest of Felrights to bring target creature from graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery.
Goddamn Mountain Horizons cards. Actually, that one rules though. So
Yeah, that was pretty good.
What if
And
Doom
then
Necromancer
for
didn't
turn,
suck? It'd be cool.
gonna play a Shine Shadow Snarl. I will reveal a swamp. It comes in
Nice
untapped.
swamp.
Thank you. Oh, it's 6. All right, then in that case, I'll pay 1, 2, 3 for a Royal Assassin. So 1
Oh,
1.
nice.
Tap to destroy target tapped creature.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about
Honestly,
all
if
the
anyone,
damage.
if you get somebody with a Royal Assassin in the year of our Lord 2025, I will be so happy.
How what if
Very
I have
good.
how what if I have a creature in
up.
hand that enters in with 9 stun counters on it?
I hope you do.
That'd be awesome.
Untap.
Not
Draw.
saying that I do, but what if I did?
But in theory, I would look at it and say, hey, respect for committing to the bit, because that card's not good. Yeah. I love it. I play it a lot, but it's not good.
And there's no good creatures out. I'm gonna play. You know what? I'm at 134. I'll shock in a godless shrine.
Yeah, I think you'll be all right.
And I'll actually use it and the City of Brass. Ouch. To cast a Wall of Souls. And whenever Wall of Souls is dealt combat damage, damage equal to the amount of damage to target opponent. So there's that. And then what? Anything? Do I care about anything?
I'm glad that you played in the Wall of Souls, because I felt like my soul left my body when you did that Arcbond turn.
Yeah, I love Arcbond. It's one of my favorite cards in all of Magic.
It's
If
pretty
I was
great.
ever
Yeah.
If I was ever in a piggy bank sketch and I had a card I had to sell, it would be this one.
Dude, let's for real. Let's talk. I'm not opposed to that idea. If you want to pitch Arcbond, yeah.
Go ahead, Jarvis. I'm on that Drago plan now that you've seen my shtick. So let's...
You know what's even worse?
No.
I just remembered that I forgot that Toothy had an ETB that I didn't
Oh.
use,
Oh, to go get Pier?
but I just drew Pier. I'm not playing Pier
Oh, there
this
you go.
turn, but I'm like, huh.
But that could have been a free card. That
Yeah.
wouldn't have been your draw. That would
That I
have been nice.
wouldn't have I would have just drawn this
Mhm.
turn.
Would have been handy. Yeah.
For 2 and a blue, I'm gonna play Chasm Skulker. Whenever
That's a
I
good
draw a card, it gets a +1/+1 counter, and when it dies, I get to make X/1/1 blue squid creature tokens with Island Walk, where X is the number of +1/+1 counters on it.
Mm.
For 1 and 2 blue, I want to play Kaito, Cunning Infiltrator. Whenever a creature I control deals combat damage to a player, I put a loyalty counter on Kaito. Its +1 is to up to 1 target creature I control can't be blocked this turn, and draw a card, then discard a card. I never put a counter on my Ominous Seas when I drew for turn. Its -2 is to create a 2/1 blue ninja creature token. Its -9 is I get an emblem whenever a player casts a spell, I get to make a 2/1 blue ninja creature token.
Very good.
I'm going to +1 Kaido. My Chasm Skulker cannot be blocked this turn.
Sick.
I'm then going to draw a card and discard a card. I will discard this Watcher in the Water.
Bye. That's another counter on your Ominous Seas and one on your Skulker.
I'll get a counter on my Chasm Skulker and a counter on my Ominous Seas.
There you go.
I will then play my land for turn, which is going to be another Forest.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 mana open. Oh, and I'm going to +2 Tamiyo.
There you go.
And I will pass the turn. Wait a minute.
Aight.
No, I'm going to combat. I did, at the beginning of combat, I do have this Frost trigger.
Mm.
I did draw 2 cards, so I get to put a +1/+1 counter on a creature. It's going to be my Chasm Skulker.
Very nice.
Groovy.
Now I'll pass the turn.
Tap upkeep, drawing. Some absolute doo-doo poop ass garbage.
Jesus.
I have 6 cards. I like without hyperbole. I have 6 cards in my hand. I literally can't play any of them right now. Which, for the record, is poor deck construction. It's not. I'm not gonna like. I'm not gonna be all like fucking shuffler. Brr. No, it's this deck is
Well, because unlike Arena, when you say fucking shuffler, you're yelling at yourself.
exactly.
True.
And I'm flawless, as we all know. I just built a deck to do a silly gimmick, and it is failing dramatically again. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pass it. Take it away, good sir.
That is
Alrighty.
fascinating.
Yeah.
Now,
Untap,
And
Russ,
what's
draw.
really funny is the upgrades that I did for this since the last time I played it are a bunch of like card draw and tutors, and I'm just not finding them.
Play a swamp per turn.
You know, that's neat.
nice.
See if I can do something funny.
You should
Funny like
exile.
haha or funny like jolly?
You should exile the
Ooh.
Chasm Skulker and knock Tamiyo to 7.
I'm gonna play Sir Conrad.
Sir Conrad's pretty good too.
Let's say because if Tamiyo goes unchecked, I mean, we pretty much all die.
Why? Wait, why
If
did you
Tamiyo
say?
ults, that's probably game.
Why did you? Well, no, that would require that I played good cards.
That's, I
Um,
mean,
You tend to, so I kind of assume.
I tried to when I built this. Obviously, with me playing 26 creatures, I tried not to build that Tamiyo deck. I tried to concentrate more on the creatures being the focus.
oh,
Sure.
that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
That's
fun-
why.
But
That's why I.
You literally have an Ominous Seas and a Chasm Skulker and a Prophetic Memory down right now. Like, without any additional cards drawn, if you ultimate Tamiyo, you're going to put 40 counters on a dude that you can swing immediately and poops out 40 more dudes when it dies. Not to mention how many 8/8 Krakens you're going to just have like teed up.
But I won't win
mean-
the game. I'll just kill one player,
Well,
unless I
there's
swing a
also a
jolly, and
Royal
then I won't even kill him.
Assassin. If the Royal Assassin's there, it's just he makes 41 ones. Right? Because as soon as that thing becomes tapped, I think it just gets popped.
And come on, right
Yeah.
now I'm only drawing 38.
I'm gonna go ahead.
is
Oh, wait,
fair.
isn't Arcbond in the Dothy zone?
It is.
It is, yeah.
Oh, that's nice to know.
And isn't Dothy in the
Oh.
graveyard? Just
Dothy is in the graveyard. Yeah.
in a Lurrus deck?
Actually, that
Okay.
reminds me. I do have one thing I can do. And this will be fun. So I'm gonna tap
Uh-oh.
my Priest of Fell Ruins. I'm gonna pay 3 life. I'm gonna bring the Dothy Voidwalker back.
Oh, shit.
Trigger Sir Conrad twice. Because
Oh, yeah.
one for Priest of Fellright's dying and one for Dothy coming out of the graveyard.
I've been got.
Then I pass my turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Well, I guess I can cast my commander. Any good? I don't know if that's any good. Yeah, I can't really do much. I can't do much.
But I know,
But I know
I love you.
Man,
Man, we're on point tonight.
All I need to know. God, who is this for? What is the fucking
It's just
I have
for
a
us.
sneaking suspicion that the Aaron Neville fan club and the generic commander audience is there's a lot of crossover. I'm confident of this.
The Venn diagram is a circle.
Venn diagram circle, baby. Yep. We all you Aaron Neville fans out there, we know. We appreciate you being here.
All right, so let's see. This stupid guy, he's gonna get huge, right? He's gonna become unblockable. I mean, I can't really do anything about that. I'm just gonna hope that Russ will save us, right? If that needs to be done. So I'll pass.
Draw.
I also love
Counter.
how like you
Counter.
it's not that Tamiyo deck, but like
Well, because most
Tamiyo's
Tameo
just
decks,
Tamiyo's so cracked. Like, it's what can you do?
yeah,
Like,
because most Tameo decks really do concentrate on the whole.
I figured it was a Labman deck.
Labman is in the deck, but most Tameo decks concentrate on the instance of sorceries to go and
sure.
draw
Oh,
cards.
the recursion aspect. Oh, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
that makes sense. Yeah.
For one, for two and a green, let's play pure imaginative rascal.
There he is.
Do I want to play anything else before I draw a card? No.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go an ultimate Tamiyo.
So she goes into the dumpster.
Nope, because the ultimate costs 7, so she stays at 1.
Oh, nice, cute. Look at
I had
you.
75 cards, so I
Mhm.
get half my library rounded up, so I will get 38 cards.
I think so.
So 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
If you manage to draw 38 cards and not win this game, I will be impressed. Just
38.
saying.
There's something you have to keep in mind while I'm doing this.
Hmm.
I can't read all my cards easily, and I have
that is kind of a funny challenge with this. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Yeah, just read them very well. Each one that you draw.
so because each card draw is an individual trigger.
Yeah.
Pierre says whenever you put a one or more counters that would be on a permanent your team controls, that many +1 are put on instead. So it essentially
It's
doubles
2
them.
for everyone. Yeah.
So yeah, so I get 76 counters on my Chasm Skulker and 76 counters on my Ominous Seas. So this goes up to 79.
There you go.
Oh, I didn't mean to add, I meant to set. And my Ominous Seas goes up to 84.
Seems good.
And that was 70. I drew 38 plus 1, so 39 cards for my proseidetic memory. I cannot forget that.
Yeah, you'll be putting many counters on.
I remember that I drew a Soul Ring. Where are you? Soul Ring. So 1 for Soul Ring.
There you
I want
go.
to use that Soul Ring for a Talisman of Curiosity.
There you go.
And I got to land somewhere. That comes in untapped.
Mhm.
Not you.
I would hope.
A command tower.
That's a good land.
Okay. What do I have?
I don't know.
You got 4 mana and a Kaito.
5 mana, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, 5 mana Kaido plus.
Oh, right.
I want to
Oh
because
no,
I
sorry,
know.
6. You have a Yavimaya hiding in there too.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
do.
right.
Let's pull that up here so we can see it. I want to tap a blue, my command tower for a blue, for a card that Ham loves seeing every single day. Storm Chaser's Talent.
Every single day. And if you want to see it too, log into MTG Arena and play a single game of Standard. You will see it. Oh my god, it is everywhere.
Yeah, it
We got
is.
a Prowess Otter.
A Prowess Otter.
Very good.
1, a green, and a blue. For an Edric, Spymaster of Tress.
I love an Edric, baby. Look at you. You had the group hug the whole time.
What else do I have here?
What's the land behind your head?
That's the breeding pool or the one that's
Oh,
untapped. The one that's
one that's
untapped
untapped.
is my Muragonda Raceway.
Oh, okay.
I only have green mana available, and so I have 2 and a green available right.
Gotcha.
What else do I have going for me? You know what? Let's just do this. Because I don't want to think anymore. I just want to cast spells and get them out of my hand. A Thought Festival.
There you go.
That'll work.
Okay. There we go.
Seems good.
I'm going to go and move to combat.
Well, did you
Uh,
plus Kaido
Oh
or
no, yeah. Let's plus Kaido. Add a loyalty
Yeah.
counter, and
Mhm.
I'm gonna make it that this Chasm Skulker is unblockable, and I'll get 2
Sick.
counters, and I'll draw a card. And what do I want to? I'll discard this Hall of Storm Giants to the Dothy zone, but that doesn't
There
matter
you
to
go.
me. So I'm going to go and put. That was 40 cards that I drew this turn. Now,
Yeah,
so I'm going to put 39 counters on Chasm Skulker.
very good.
So 39 plus 81 is 120.
That's a lot.
I'm going to attempt to move to combat.
Uh-huh.
Attempt to move to attackers, and attempt
Yeah.
to go and swing 121 damage at Jolly.
Don't do anything, Russ.
Oh, I'm not.
Sick.
If
I'll
I
pay
die
2.
here, I'll die here.
I'm going to cast Saving Grace. It's a flash enchantment. When Saving Grace enters the battlefield, all damage that will be dealt to me this turn is instead just dealt to this enchanted creature. It does not change what the damage is. It is still combat damage. So this will take, what is it, 122?
121. And what does that do again?
Whenever this is dealt combat damage, it deals an equal amount of damage to target opponent.
I have a response to this.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Obscuring Haze. Oh, no.
Get self-fogged. All right. I love
And
this
that goes
so
in the Dothy
much.
zone.
Let's go.
So it
That
still deals the
is-
damage to your creature, but you cannot deal that damage to me if you choose. Well, you can deal it to me, it just will fizzle. Because Obscuring
What?
Haze says, prevent all damage that would be dealt this turn by creature your opponent's... Oh, never mind. Yeah, prevent all damage that would be dealt this turn by creatures your opponent controls. So, my
Oh, you
Chasm
still don't-
Skulker will still deal the damage to your wall,
Uh-huh.
but the damage that your wall deals won't be dealt.
Does Obscuring Haze stop any damage or just combat damage?
All damage that would be dealt this turn by creatures your opponent's control.
Really?
Yeah.
Obscuring Haze is crazy underrated. Yeah.
Okay. Let me just double check. Wall of Souls, do you not do a weird loss of life thing? You stupid idiot. You black card, what are you doing? It deals that much damage to target opponent. Yep, sick. Okay, well, we'll just all hang out here.
So,
Yeah.
try to get me.
Well, I could. No, wait, I can't even kill somebody else.
No.
It just prevents all damage.
Yeah.
Yep,
These are
cool.
rules. Oh my goodness. All right.
All right.
On your end step, I have a thing. Are we there?
Oh, wait, does this have to do it to a player? Wait, actually, oh, yeah. Because it deals combat damage. It doesn't deal the combat damage to you. Okay, so it doesn't uptick Kaido. That's just what I want to make sure. Yeah,
Yep.
I think that's all I can do.
Cool.
Yeah.
On your end step, I'm gonna cast Weather the Storm, and if I'm not mistaken, there have been 8 spells cast this turn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on my side. Yeah,
And
8.
Jolly had the one.
Yeah, and I cast
so,
one.
So 8. So 3 times 9 because of the original cast plus the 8 copies.
27?
27. Just 27 life real quick.
Hell yeah, look at us. Look at all of us.
Hey, check that out. So that puts me up to 51 if I math correctly, which I often don't. But hey, that's pretty good. And Whether the Storm is now in the Dothy zone. So Russ, if you want to have a Storm life gain thing for later, that's a thing. Cool. And now I'm gonna have a tough time untapping these forests because my cat is on them. So
Are we giving
Oh,
us too many options in the Dothy zone now?
Yeah, Obscuring Haze is in the Dothy zone now too, right?
True.
Yeah,
Yep.
this.
Oh, so now he can just blank out a combat guaranteed. This game is insane.
This is bonkers. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and untap, upkeep, and or draw. Oh, schnapples. Okay, that's not bad. I'm gonna go ahead and pay.
Jolly, that
Barista.
enchantment, that's only the turn it comes in, right?
Yeah, now it's just giving my thing +0/+3.
Okay.
So now it's just
Oh
a 0
yeah,
7.
I love that. All right. So I think the time has come for me to do some stuff. I believe I put my force down. I think I put my force down. Yeah, I put my force down. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and tap 1 for an Insidious Fungus. Storm cuts on 1. It's a 1/2. I can pay 2, sack it, do some stuff such as blow out enchantments or artifacts. Draw a card, play an additional land from my hand on the battlefield tapped, and the like. I'm then gonna go ahead and pay 3. Now here's the card that I was commenting about earlier because nobody was playing any freaking artifacts. I want to play a Deconstruct, which
nice.
it's a sorcery for 3. Destroy target artifact, then add 3 green to your mana pool. And I'm gonna go ahead and target that Thought Vessel.
Thought Vessel.
Yeah,
I still have no maximum hand size, right?
that's fine. I need to cast spells. So and this
I
one is
thought
basically
now-
free if I can use the mana right away.
I thought you would destroy my Soul Ring instead because it makes more mana.
I mean that would make sense, but
That's
But
why I
it'd be
brought them
funny.
up.
yeah. So I should, but we're fine. My Insidious Fungus can deal with your profs later if need be. So
I
there's
don't think
that.
my props is the problem.
And so Deconstruct is now in the Dothy zone. I will be shocked if that is a good choice for you, but you never know. Oh my goodness. Holy cat. All right, so I've got 3 monies chilling and a cat all up in my shit that is making this incredibly difficult. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so I can pay 2 for a Karamech's Favor, targeting the Insidious Fungus, which is a 3rd spell that I've cast this turn. When it enters, I draw a card, and it gives my creature the ability to tap to add 1 mana of any color, because that's something that I clearly need on this. But it enters, and I draw a card, and it's a spell that I cast, so that's fun.
There you go.
Oh no, I still have the 3 mana floating. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna friggin' tap it all, rock it out. Storm count of 3. Cast Aeve, the Progenitor Ooze. So on the
Yeah.
stack, we got 1, a 2, and a 3. And as they enter, they each get counters. They got frickin' 0, 1, 2. Then Aeve themselves comes in with 3. My taxes increase. I'm in a higher tax bracket for the next go round. And and there we go. I had a storm turn. Kinda. It wasn't quite as big and sexy as I was hoping, but you know what? Could have been worse. All right. And I'm in the turn with 3 cards in my hand. So pass the shiz.
Alrighty. Excuse me. At your end step, I'm gonna tap the Royal Assassin to destroy the Jarvis's 124, 124, whatever that was.
So I get 121 squids.
Yep.
They're 100.
And the Chasm Skulker's now in the
no.
death zone.
Never mind, no, I
Again.
don't, because that's a death
Oh
trigger.
yeah. Yep. It's just gone.
Oh shit. That's right,
Yep.
never mind.
Damn. I was
Oh.
gonna give you the chance to make me win the game on my turn.
Untap.
I love this Piru deck because it's full on
Upkeep,
judo. Like
draw.
you're just using your opponent's power against them. I kind of love that.
It's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, this is funny.
I do like
One.
funny.
2, 3, and a black for a packed weapon.
Oh, there you go.
As long as
Oh,
it
there
is
you go.
attached to a creature, I don't lose the game for having 0 or less life. I'm then going to discard a Gary to attach it to Sir Conrad.
At least you all lose 1 because you discarded.
Yep, discarded a card. It goes to the graveyard. Then I'm going to pay 3 for a Mithril Coat. I'm going to attach that to Sir Conrad.
Very good. Okay. Okay.
Storm count is 2.
Now I feel like you're just goofing. Now I feel like we just got goofs going.
I'm just playing.
You never know, man.
All right. I'm gonna move to combat.
You are?
I am. Just don't know where to go from here.
Well, you already said you're going to combat.
Well, I know that.
Look, I'll tell you this. Wall of Souls does not have to target the person who deals damage to it. Right? I can send
That
it
is accurate.
wherever.
Yeah. So this is like a situation tailor made for some kind of political fuckeries.
Actually, I
Yeah.
have an idea. So I am going to move to combat. I have moved to combat. I am swinging at Jarvis with Sir Conrad.
Oh, no.
Uh,
Hold on. Oh, come on. Swing at me.
Okay.
Swing at me, Russ, please. I'm
No.
begging you.
No.
Okay,
And that's why
fine.
you're
Fine, fine,
asking.
fine. Okay.
During attackers, I will go and remove 8 counters, taking my thing to 76, and make a Kraken to block Sir Conrad.
That's fine. I'm just doing it to get this. Whenever equipped creature attacks, draw a card and reveal it. Creature gets +X till end of turn. You lose X life, where X is that card's mana value. Card is a Dark Ritual, so I lose
Okay.
1 life, and Sir Conrad gets +1/+1.
Okay. You
All right,
know,
yeah, it's indestructible.
if you would have dealt combat damage to anyone else, you would have been able to draw a card.
How so?
Edric, Spy Master of Trust.
Oh well.
Edric does do that.
That is a whole
You
thing.
know, it's my incentive not to hurt me.
Whoops. Um,
Apparently, it wasn't a very good incentive.
it was not very good incentive. I'm going to then pass the turn.
Untap up, keep drawing a card. Everybody loves it when I'm drawing a card. Potentially 2 cards.
True.
I'll pay 2. I'm going to cast a Knight's Whisper, and I'm going to draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. Knight's Whisper
Yay.
goes into the Void Zone. What? Who? Interesting. I don't know if this is good.
I don't think I have enough
fact.
blue mana.
You don't think you have enough what?
Blue mana.
Here is a flump.
Ah,
I do like me some flumps.
Whenever it is dealt damage, me and target opponent each draw a card. I'm gonna make you draw cards. What are you being a butthole about?
There's only one jellyfish I like in Magic.
The
And
reality chip.
It's either Flump or Glunch. It's Reality Chip.
I am done.
Okie dokie. Draw. Well, let's put that back because it's actually next.
Meanwhile, I'm all about living that flump life. I'm here for it.
2 counters. No. Okay, dokie. I want to play this island as my land for turn.
Sick.
I am gonna uptick Kaito and make my otter unblockable, and I'm gonna draw a card and discard this Temple of Mystery. So my otter cannot be blocked now.
Okay.
I would like to attempt to send my team at Jolly St. Clicolis.
All of them?
Yeah, it would be a total of 3, 4, 12. Actually, no, I drew an additional card, so I have to put a counter somewhere. Let's put it on this. Let's put it on this otter. So 2 counters because of that.
I mean, I guess.
So it's 5, 6, 14 total.
I'll block the 8/8 with the Wall of Souls,
Mhm.
and I'll block the. I can't block the Otter.
No.
I'll block Edric, Spymaster of Trest, with the Flump.
Okay.
So it's 4 so far.
So that it'd be a 4 damage getting through.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And I'll draw. Oh well, I'll have you have your trigger, and then I'll have my
Oh, yeah.
triggers. I have a draw 2 trigger on the stack.
Okay. Oh, I also have this trigger. I'm gonna deal 8 to you, Jarvis.
Yeah, that's the trigger I was talking about.
Oh yeah. Well, these are both damage triggers, so I'll
Yeah.
have that one.
Okay.
And
you have the
then
flip.
me and how many cards you got in your hand, Ham?
3.
I've got 2.
How many cards you got in your hand, Russ?
Yes.
Okay, me and Russ are gonna draw a card.
Now I have 3.
Oh,
But mine are 3 bad cards. Is that worth anything?
but now my triggers will resolve. Draw 2 cards.
Very good. And this is died, and both of these are in the zone now for you, Russ.
Okay.
Yay.
Okay. How big was Flump? Is 0 power, right?
0/4.
That's what I thought.
Wall of Souls and Saving Grace.
Balls. Oh. I want to go for it, but I don't think I can because Jolly I think will go and kill me if I try to go for it.
I don't know.
I have to count my blue sources. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue sources. I think I could go for it. You know what? I'm not mathing.
I don't know what it is, but freaking get it. Let's
Let's
go.
2 and a
go.
blue. I want to lose a life. 4. Where are you? Laboratory Maniac.
Oh, okay. That's what's happening.
And then 1. Oh, wait, and my speed is now up to 4. So I get to flip this. Are you going to flip? Ooh, where's the flip? Oh, I don't see the flip. I'll just have it at 4. So now I have max speed. So now my Murgon to Raceway taps are 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And I still have, yeah, okay. Seagate Restoration. Draw cards equal to the number of cards in your hand plus 1, and you have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game. So I have 36 cards in hand, so I draw 37. My library has 32 cards left in it.
Somebody got a lightning bolt here?
Oh no, I need 2 mana. Damn it.
Is there anything good in the exile pile you could use?
What are we trying to accomplish?
Removing
I
my
guess-
Laboratory Maniac.
That's probably
if
the
laboratory-
main thing.
If Laboratory Maniac gets picked off, Jarvis gets hoisted upon his own petard. If the Laboratory Maniac is here when that spell resolves, game's over, Jarvis wins. So,
All right, so let's see. Let's go back.
I'm playing mono green and I'm tapped out, so
I don't have anything that would go and do it because I have creatures and an Obscuring Haze.
What does Arcmon
And
do
a Thought
again?
Vessel.
It's the one where some stuff has to take some damage.
All right.
In order
yeah,
for
Archon
it
is
to...
a thing of beauty. It was that board wipe, but the circumstances aren't here to
Gotcha.
let that help us.
Wall of Souls
Yeah,
is the one that if it takes damage.
I think
Yeah.
Gothi has the timing restrictions as well, so
I believe that's true.
Well, no, he's not summoning sickness. He doesn't have summoning sickness right now.
no, but I
Yeah,
think
you
the spell
may
you
play
cast,
this card without paying its mana cost. I think the timing restrictions.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll look it up real quick.
So yeah, you'd only be able to cast instants or flash with that right now. I think I could be wrong because it might
I'll double
the
check.
playing might be tied to the resolution.
Yeah, playing a card with Dothi Voidwalker's last ability is still subject to normal timing restriction.
Okay.
I want to see where this goes. I don't think I can
Be
do
sick if it
anything
wasn't.
anyway, so let's just enjoy the ride.
I mean,
Okay,
you could
Jolly?
do Knight's Whisper, dig for 2, and hope to find a swords. Like, that's an option.
Well, I mean, what's he gonna do? Just a shit ton of damage?
No, I win.
No, he's gonna win with
He's gonna win with
Laboratory Maniac.
Because I will
Yeah.
have no, and he couldn't Knight's Whisper because that's a sorcery.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Yeah, I
I
thought
think
it
we
was.
were
I'm
just
like, let
talking
me-
about.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, because I will have. I'm drawing 37 cards. I have 32 cards left in deck, so I will
Oh,
draw.
hold on,
drop from my empty library.
hold up. How much damage have I taken this turn so far?
You have taken 4.
I've taken 4. Yeah. I think that this is our only out, and I think we gotta go for it. If Jarvis has a counter, then he's got a counter, but it's what we can do. I've taken 4. So here is the play. I'm gonna cast a Simulacrum. All damage done to me so far this turn is dead. This is really old wording. Retroactively applied to one of my creatures. So essentially, I'm gonna gain to deal 4 damage to my flump. If Dothi Voidwalker casts the Arc Bond targeting this flump, we will deal 4 damage to every single creature and every player.
So
Oh, that's
you have to
brilliant.
wait. You have to wait for the simulacrum to resolve, right?
The Simulacrum?
Yeah. For
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's no, he doesn't have to. He can do it
Okay.
in response to me casting it.
Yeah,
Sure.
because it's because Arc Bond would establish the delayed trigger.
Okay.
Or it would establish. Yeah. So whenever that creature is dealt damage this turn, it deals that much damage to each other creature and each player.
oh yeah. So
So in fact, like Arc Bond needs to happen before Simulacrum.
Yeah.
resolves.
Yeah.
So
So
you need to try to Arc Bond. It's the only out we have.
all right, then I'm gonna sack Dothi to cast Dark Bond.
okay. I
Guardian
do have a response. And I have exactly enough blue mana. I wasn't sure if I had enough. That's why I had to count it. And I still didn't even have enough when I started it, but I'm like, YOLO, where are you? Where's the card?
Mana Drain.
It is.
Of
Mana
course it
Drain.
is. I fucking hate that card with every fiber of my fucking being. Anyway, sorry.
I will Mana Drain.
At the end of the day,
Arc
a
Bond.
counter spell, which I have no problem with, would do the same thing. I just
Well,
hate the fact that it's strictly better counter spell.
I was hoping to draw Arcane Denial so I didn't have to worry about that second blue.
Oh, the second blue, sure. Yeah. No.
So
And my beef with Mana Drain is because
Actually-
it was designed in a mana burn world, and we're not in that world anymore.
Actually,
so
I'm
why
not
is it still
gonna-
here?
I'm not gonna counter the Arc Bond, I don't think.
No, you're
Right.
countering the Simulacrum.
I think countering the Simulacrum is the better call. No. The Simulacrum lets someone else dig as again because the flump. It's any damage to flump, right? Not just combat.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But what if Jolly has a burn spell in hand?
Well, if Jolly had a burn
Um,
spell in hand, he probably would have hit the lab man already.
Listen,
yeah,
let
that's
me
true.
tell you.
Oh,
Has
yeah, that's true,
anything
never
I've
mind.
done been burned yet?
All right. I'm just...
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna hit the Simulacrum then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think that's a good call. Yeah.
Yeah, good call. So Simulacrum goes.
So then the Arc Bond will fizzle.
No, the Arc Bond still happens.
Oh yeah,
It's
well,
just-
it's essentially gonna fizzle because it's not gonna
yeah,
do
if any
damage.
damage happens now. Let's see. Is there any way to draw any more cards? Oh, we all took a damage because of
Right.
Dothi
Dothi
on the
died.
graveyard.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can
sure.
you deal
Yeah.
13 damage to me, Jolly?
Can I? No.
If anybody can.
I was like, if anyone can, it's you.
Yeah.
Dang it. Yeah, I think you just get to do it.
Yay!
I will. I will for 1 black. And taking a damage. I'll cast a Tainted Strike on the Kraken so that it has Infect and +1/+0 till end of turn.
Sweet.
And then you get it.
Yay.
And then you get to have it. What was next? Oh, that wouldn't have helped.
Yo, me wanting to go and get my Arcane Denial was not happening either.
Yeah. Yeah, and my hand was 2 forests and a sudden spinnerets, which
My
for those of you
Arcane-
playing at home does this side of fuck
No.
all in this scenario. Yep,
My Arcane Denial was 4th from the bottom.
nice.
No
But-
Priest of
but Ham, I also-
Oblivion, Dark Ritual, and a Black Sun's Twilight.
I also included a
Buttons.
card in here just for you, Ham.
Oh,
Wash Away.
And
Thanks, bud. Appreciate you.
away.
the
I'll
card
spread
also
my
dumb,
wings
also
and
dumb.
I'll learn how to fly. Do what it
But yeah,
takes.
wash away and mana drain. Appreciate you. Yep.
I did have Arcane Denial, Dry Disruption, and Counterspell as well.
Of course you did. Why wouldn't you?
So I played not as offensive counterspells.
Yeah. So fun fact about this deck, I made like some massive upgrades, right? Got an Enchantress's Presence, Vorinclex, and one upgrade that I got to this that looking at it, actually I'm realizing I need to tweak this deck dramatically if I'm gonna make it shine. But like just like Invasion of Ikoria, I have the Nature's Rhythm, these tutors to help go find Marwyn is the idea, March of the World Ooze, like, and this card, which single-handedly tripled the price of this deck, is the
Party
Party
Tree.
Tree. Yeah, the Printing of the Great Hand
Yeah.
from Lord of the Rings. This deck was literally under $60, and then this is like a $90 card. I threw
So-
into it.
So the one, if you're looking for ideas for the deck, the one episode of Shuffle Up and Play, the prof did build an Aeve mono green storm deck for Crim.
That
to
is
play.
fun. The I have the goof. The goof that I want to do with this is Molting Skin. I think Molting Skin is like hilarious tech, and I want to make that work. The problem is I don't have any ways to like consistently fetch it, and so I'm just trying to draw this one card, and like that's just way too inconsistent. Molting Skin, by the way, for anybody who doesn't know, which why the hell would you? It's an uncommon from Saviors of Kamigawa, with return Molting Skin to its owner's hand, regenerate target creature for 200 green. And so I have like the Enchantress cards with the idea is like I drop this, draw cards, bounce it back immediately, and I have things that can like make enchantments cost less. And between that and the untap spells to help untap mana dorks that can produce multiple mana. That's the idea. It's just I don't have enough card draw or card selection to make it consistent. So I just need to tweak it. I've got a gimmick, it just never shows up. So yeah. So anyway,
And-
back to the drawing board. But
And
yeah,
that
Tamiyo,
was-
it turns out drawing half your deck is really stinking good.
And that was turn 10, so we still are playing slow. And I was also slow playing, so
This is
'cause
true.
I had no idea what I wanted to do half my turns.
Yeah.
That Dothy messed with me more than I thought it would actually.
Dude, that thing's legit. Yeah.
Mm,
I liked having that around.
And I was always 1 mana shorter than what I wanted to be on my turn. We're
So
pressing
the
to steal
thing-
my Dothy, my Uro.
The thing that I was trying to do, and I was just hoping to draw either of these two cards, because I had this Tainted Strike in my hand for a while.
Yeah.
But what these cards, Delirium and Backlash, do, which are the reasons I built the deck, because I had a deck based around the card. It just says target untap or tap target untapped creature. That creature deals damage equal to its power to its control. And this one just says the same thing. And so the idea is if you ever had a creature that had 9 power, I just give it +1/+0 and infect, and then have it kill you. And then just have
Well-
it deal 10 infect damage to you.
I
you're
was
biting
was
the hand
there.
that feeds. I love that. Yeah. Dude, that's incredible.
I know if I would have had Delirium when the Chasm Skull up, but I couldn't find it. I was really trying to get it because I wanted you to hit yourself for 120 bad.
That is hilarious. Yeah.
that's
I
funny.
did play some cards in here that I don't think I've ever played in a deck before, so that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did get to
Uh,
see some kind of different things.
Like I actually played Teferi's Talent in the deck.
I don't know that one.
It's whenever you it's one of the enchant planeswalkers auras from
Oh, God.
the March of the Machines commander.
Mm.
The static on it is whenever you draw a card, put a loyalty counter on Enchanted Planeswalker. But it's -12 as you get an emblem with you may activate loyalty abilities of planeswalkers you control on any player's turn anytime you cast an instant.
Oh.
That's nuts. Yeah.
So with Tamiyo drawing cards, I should have been able to get it to -12 quite quickly,
Hmm.
and then be able to just activate my loyalty abilities on every turn.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was fun. But yeah,
That was fun.
Well, you won Mother's Day,
Agreed.
Jarvis. Give us the Mother's Day
Yeah.
sign
Happy
off.
Mother's Day.
I won Mother's Day and I didn't even get my wife a Mother's Day present. Wait, what? Hey, I gave
Well,
her 2
so-
kids. Those gifts keep on giving.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
But anyway,
So your Mother's Day present to your mom is this win, which you're going to dedicate to her. That's going to come out a week and a half after Mother's Day.
yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Well, there was a meme going around. There was a meme going around on Facebook. Mom, I gave you grandchildren for Mother's Day. I don't know how I can improve on that.
You
You know
know,
what?
that's
Fair.
fair.
Yeah, it does.
So, but thank you all for joining us and watching. Make sure you let us know how I misplayed because I know I did.
I don't
And
think you did. I think you did fine.
and then like and subscribe. And what did you get your mom for Mother's Day? Let us know. Because obviously I've already confirmed that I was a terrible son.
Yeah,
But-
words to your mother.
And scene.
And scene. And scene. Mama's home.
Word to all your mothers.
Word to your